Ask a trans person the gender of their pet, and then ask them how they can tell.
Girl. Because of her parts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
She had ovaries.
Cats, humans, the cat doesn't care about gender, we do. And then Sarah Fields responded by saying, we know you do, it's all you ever talk about.
Perfect.
Okay.
You have a creepy dictator for a prime minister.
Brand new lavish apartment that he bought his friend, the new consul general to New York. $9 million for his friend Tom Clark to have a handcrafted copper soaking tub.
Mr. Speaker, don't worry. On this side of the House, we're used to casual homophobic comments from the other side of the House. Standing up to bullies requires us to call them out on their crap sometimes, and that's what I will do. Mr. Speaker, will happily withdraw my comment if the member who suggested that I was sharing a bathtub with Tom Clark stands up, takes responsibility.
Alright guys, let's get into the main part of the video, but before we do, someone said this dude Vance just got Tim Walz to tell the world his balls don't work, man. Guantanamo Bay couldn't even get that out of me. What's this even referring to? Because I haven't watched the full debate, and I typed in Tim Walz balls and surprisingly nothing came up. So can somebody tell me what this means? But anyway, let's play the clip.
You said you were in Hong Kong during the deadly Tiananmen Square protests in the spring of 1989. But Minnesota Public Radio and other media outlets are reporting that you actually didn't travel to Asia until August of that year. Can you explain that discrepancy?
Yeah, well, and to the folks out there who didn't get at the top of this, look, I grew up in small rural Nebraska, town of 400, town that you rode your bike with your buddies till the streetlights come on, and I'm proud of that service. I joined the National Guard at 17, worked on family farms, and then I used the GI Bill to become a teacher, passionate about it, a young teacher. My first year out, I got the opportunity in the summer of '89 to travel to China. 35 years ago, be able to do that. I came back home and then started a program to take young people there. We would take basketball teams, we would take baseball teams, we would take dancers, and we would go back and forth to China. The issue for that was to try and learn. Now look, my community knows who I am. They saw where I was at. Look, I will be the first to tell you, I have poured my heart into my community. I've tried to do the best I can, but I've not been perfect, and I'm a knucklehead at times, but it's always been about that. Those same people elected me to Congress for 12 years. And in Congress, I was one of the most bipartisan people, working on things like farm bills that we got done, working on veterans benefits. And then the people of Minnesota were able to elect me to governor twice. So look, my commitment has been from the beginning to make sure that I'm there for the people, to make sure that I get this right. I will say more than anything, many times I will talk a lot, I will get caught up in the rhetoric, but being there, the impact it made, the difference it made in my life, I learned a lot about China. I hear the critiques of this. I would make the case that Donald Trump should have come on one of those trips with us. I guarantee you he wouldn't be praising Xi Jinping about COVID, and I guarantee you he wouldn't start a trade war that he ends up losing. So this is about trying to understand the world. It's about trying to do the best you can for your community, and then it's putting yourself out there and letting your folks understand what it is. My commitment, whether it be through teaching, which I was good at, or whether it was being a good soldier or was being a good member of Congress, those are the things that I think are the values that people care about.
Governor, just to follow up on that, the question was, can you explain the discrepancy?
All I said on this was I got there that summer and misspoke on this. So I will just, that's what I've said. So I was in.
You got me.
Hong Kong and China during the democracy protests went in. And from that, I learned a lot of what needed to be in governance.
Thank you, Governor.
even after getting caught in a blatant lie, he still hasn't got the decency just to hold his hands up and be like, you know what, I lied. No, I misspoke. No, you knew exactly what you were saying. Anyway, this is Tim Walz, right? Let me explain to you what this guy's about. So as the governor of Minnesota, he signed a law which allows immigrants in the country illegally to apply for a driver's license, qualify for free tuition at state universities, and enroll in the state's free healthcare program for low-income residents. Now compare that to this, alright? This is from Benny Johnson. Shout out to Benny. Kamala just told Americans they will be receiving $750 to those who truly need it for hurricane relief. He says we can send billions to Ukraine, but Americans who have lost everything only get $750. Wow.
And the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met.
Stupid bitch. Are you a Protestant or a Catholic?
I'm a Christian.
I don't discuss doctrine with Protestants.
I don't
discuss doctrine with Protestants. Are you Protestant or Catholic?
I don't see either of those words in the Bible.
Are you Protestant or Catholic? Do you recognize the authority of the Pope?
I answered you.
Do you recognize the authority of the Pope?
I'm going to read
Do you recognize the authority of the Pope? Do you recognize the authority of the Pope? Are you circumcised? Will you go to heaven? Are you circumcised?
I can read you verse
Are
about
you
that too.
circumcised?
Okay, so...
Are you circumcised? Answer my question. Are you circumcised? Are you circumcised? Are you circumcised? Pause.
Leviticus says...
Are you circumcised? Are you circumcised?
Dude, I'm trying to answer your
My
question.
Bible says that if you are circumcised, you will go to hell.
Your Bible? Can you show me?
My Bible.
Show me.
The one in my heart, written on the walls of my chest.
Baby is gay.
This is my brother. He is gay.
But I'm not gay. Say that stupid shit again, I'm gonna knock you out.
Oh, shit.
The economy, we know, has overwhelmingly been polled as the biggest concern among voters in Pennsylvania. That is something that the former president tends to lead Harris as well as Walz on. What's your take on that, and what's most important to you as a voter?
So in Pennsylvania, under Trump's presidency, I forget the specific number, but he had added maybe 60 million jobs to Pennsylvania. And if we remove COVID from that as the baseline and we use that 60 million, Biden's administration added like 196. It was more than double what he added. So to me, that's a very stark difference and a very clear line from where I live and local issue for me. You know, we need that job creation here.
Okay, so she says 196 million jobs created in Pennsylvania. Okay, well, population of Pennsylvania 12.9 million, so yeah, that's obviously not true. Amelia McMillan is also the treasurer for a school board in Pennsylvania. Okay, so she's a treasurer, so her job role is a financial professional who manages various financial aspects of an organization, including cash management, risk management, and investment activities and financial planning. This is who they've put in charge of that.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Our Vice President, Kamala Harris, what do you think of her? Is she doing a good job in office?
Yeah, I think so. I really like her. I think it's very inspiring to see our first, woman vice president.
I do love having a woman, person of color, Democratic leader in that position, and I think she's a great representation.
I feel like definitely it's amazing to have a woman vice president, and we're making great headway with that, and she's a definite girl boss.
I think she's doing great.
History on crime I disagree with, but she seems to be reforming that opinion at least to some degree.
I think that she's never really been dedicated to caring about the communities she's a part of. Promotes incarceration, promotes policing, is more dedicated to upholding a carceral state than taking it down.
So you think we should take down the prison system?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think she's doing a pretty solid job.
I really do agree with a lot of the policies she's been putting out, and I think she's a great vice president.
What policies specifically do you agree with?
I don't really know. Can you tell me some? Maybe I don't know what her policies are. Maybe you can just cut that part out.
Can you name any specific accomplishments that you're super proud of?
Besides her being the first on so many different forums, that would be my first thing.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of many of them.
No, and that's exactly what I mean. That's probably shamefully, my party partisanship showing through to some degree.
Can you name any specific accomplishments that she's had since she's taken office?
No.
No, not any specific ones particularly, no.
So then what do you like about her?
Just I think she's doing a good job.
What specifically do you like about her?
I think she has a...
Well, take your shitty bags first. Those are yours.
I will. I'm so sorry, you guys. It was the Trump flag. That's what it was.
I get it, but if you had, what's the stupid president's name now? Biden's picture on your wall, I wouldn't bother. Listen. I would just pass by. Your beliefs, my beliefs are two separate things. I know. You understand? You have every right to believe anybody you want.
I know. And please accept my apologies. It was a really bad decision, and I just, in light of everything that just happened with the assassination attempt, I just feel like.
Well, let me explain you something. Now you mentioned assassination. How much you gotta not like the president? I don't care who that is. That you have to assassinate somebody.
Oh, and it's just. What it is right now is I just feel like he is somebody who is pushing everybody apart, and I want everyone to be together and help each other.
Okay.
Something like this, which is totally not me. And my husband just called me. I'm at my little girl's basketball game, and it's like, this is so irresponsible. Yeah.
Hold on a minute, so she's blaming Trump for division, but then she's the one going around putting dog shit on a stranger's patio.
It's going to be a problem. I would like for him to change seats with someone. No, I'm going to get somebody as well. You don't have that right. So I will get somebody who will talk.
You pretend you have a moral high ground, but you put that man's finger on the nuclear button. That man doesn't believe in climate change. Do you believe in gravity? Did you know gravity is just a theory?
Life in prison or cheat on your girlfriend?
Life in prison.
Why?
Why would I cheat? I ain't got no reason to cheat.
So you gonna spend the rest of your life in prison?
Yeah.
You know you could come back from cheating, right?
Yeah.
Alright, listen, that's the end of the video. That last guy wasn't woke, by the way. I just put it in there because I thought it was funny. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.